Welcome everybody, welcome back to Blaugrana Planet, welcome back to a new video, and today I want to be talking about two important topics. One of them, the fact that Ansu Fati has been getting a huge motivational boost after being summoned to the World Cup by Luis Enrique, a former Football Club Barcelona coach and player who is now the director of the national team, the coach, sports director, coach, DT, whatever you want to call him, of the national team of Spain. And he has been calling Ansu Fati despite him not being at his 100%, possibly mentally not at his best either. But guess what? Ansu Fati has been so happy after he has been called out from to go to the World Cup that it could change the status. Ansu Fati could be back very soon. On the other hand, guys, Barcelona could be changing the badge, and this could be dramatic in many ways. Do we want to change the badge? I'm not so sure, but we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna analyze the possibilities, the consequences, and how could this happen if this is gonna happen. Because right now, they are considering it, believe me. But before I start, guys, I wanna give a special thank you to OneFootball, because it's the best app for you guys to follow the World Cup. The World Cup is starting in literally 9 days, literally a week, guys. Make sure you go download it using the link in the description, because you're gonna be able to check out all the qualifications. You're gonna be able to check out the stats of your favorite team, of course, of your national team, everything all packed in one single app, the OneFootball app. So guys, what are you waiting for? Go and download it using the link in the description. And guys, as I said, Football Club Barcelona could be changing the badge. But before, I want to talk about Ansu Fati. Okay, we're gonna talk about the badge in a second. Let me talk about Ansu Fati, and not only Ansu Fati, but the fact that Luis Enrique has summoned up to 7-8 players of Football Club Barcelona in the national team of Spain. One of them was Ansu Fati, who by the way was a last second decision by Luis Enrique. Literally the night before he had to present the list, the official list, he decided that he was going to add Ansu Fati. He had a lot of doubts. But yet Luis Enrique said in the press conference that he believes that Ansu Fati, the return of Ansu Fati, of the real Ansu Fati, of the Ansu Fati before the injury, is just around the corner. And it could be happening. And in fact, Ansu Fati has a lot of goal. But Spain needs goal as well. Because right now, Spain, if you look at the players that Luis Enrique summoned, there is not a clear number 9. The only number 9 that you could say that is more a number 9 is Morata. We all know Morata as a hit or miss kind of guy. You have other players like Dani Olmo, Ferran Torres, Asensio, Ansu Fati. Well, Ansu Fati, I think he can give a good paper. He can provide a lot in the World Cup. Not only that, is that his motivation has gone up 300%, 400%. He got noticed. He got told that he was going to the World Cup while he was training in the sports city, guys. Immediately, he went to the dressing room, he called his dad, crying his eyes out of emotion that he was going to the World Cup. Not only that, when he got home, he got a huge celebration with all his family. And Ansu Fati could be back. I trust Luis Enrique on this one to get Ansu Fati back. Next, I want to talk about the fact that there are 16 players, guys, of Football Club Barcelona. 16 players of Football Club Barcelona in the World Cup. And this is in fact a breaking record, because we had never had up to 16 players playing in one World Cup. The last World Cup in Russia, we had 14. But I want to give a little history here. For example, in Germany 2006, we had 11 players. Puyol, Xavi, Iniesta, Edmilson, Ronaldinho. You guys remember this era? It was the era of Rijkaard, Frank Rijkaard. We won the second Champions League of the history of the club in this era. In fact, in this year. So if we move forward a little bit in South Africa, we did have 13 players. Of course, Spain won that championship, and it was incredible. But we also had Enrique, Vidal, Alves, Marquez, Touré, Messi. In 2014 in Brazil, also 13 players, okay? Add Mascherano, Neymar, and replace a few that retired. In Russia, already 14. There was already a record, already 14. And we had Umtiti, Dembele, France won the World Cup. But now, in Qatar, we have 16 players, guys. Of course, the Spanish national team, Eric Garcia, Alba, Busquets, Pedri, Gavi, Ferran Torres, Ansu Fati, guys. A lot of players from the national team, up to 7 players from the national team in Spain. Then Koundé, Dembele, Frenkie de Jong, Memphis Depay, Ter Stegen, Araujo, Christensen, Rafinha, and Lewandowski. But guys, it goes further than this. Because these are the players of the first team. But I have to say, guys, that there are 11 players of La Masia in the World Cup. So we have 16 players of Football Club Barcelona, but guys, there are 11 players that are from La Masia. Okay, not in the first team, of course. There are players, for example, like Xavi Simons, Take Kubo, Onana. You also have Messi, of course. Well, you do have other players, okay? The ones in the national team: Jordi Alba, Busquets, Eric Garcia, Gavi, Ansu, Dani Olmo, Messi, Xavi Simons, Take Kubo, Onana, even Abde and Araujo, who are not from La Masia, but they played in the second team, guys. 11 players from La Masia in the World Cup. 16 players from Football Club Barcelona, but 11 players from La Masia. That is great, guys. That is great. Now, I want to move on to the badge, because very, very controversial, and I want to hear your word on this. I want you to guys let me know what you think about the new badge, if it's the possible new badge, and if you would change the badge, okay? Because to me, this is kind of critical. They want to replace the badge? Is this for real? They want to delete this badge? Apparently they want to change it. Is it for this one? This is the proposal of Bartomeu in 2018. This is the proposal with no letters, simplified. It seems that now they want to make it simple. I don't know, man. I don't dig it. I don't like this design. I prefer the actual design. This is my opinion. I'm looking forward for yours, guys. They claim that if we change the badge, we could be increasing the revenues. They say we could be increasing the revenues because a new badge, new image, etc., etc. But man, I look at this doesn't represent. All my life I lived with this badge. Of course, now they actually changed it in 2002, okay? It is normal that we update the badge every now and then, okay? But I'm happy with this one, and it doesn't look outdated, to be honest. And if we look at the other badges, for example, this one here was the first badge, okay? And well, it's like a badge of Barcelona, basically, of the city of Barcelona. We made a few changes, boom, we made it the badge. Then, well, this has been the history of the badges, right? When there was a dictatorship, we had to change the order of the letters because we couldn't even speak Catalan when there was a dictatorship, you know. Well, that changed, and this is the badge that we can already be seeing. Okay, we're kind of familiar with it. In fact, this is the badge 1974 that it's being rumored that it could be on next season's shirt. Okay, so it could be. I can now try to grasp the idea of the board of directors is maybe in the second kit have the old school badge 1974, and in the new kit, in the first kit, have the newly renovated badge, sorry. Then in 1975 we changed it, and in 2002 we changed it again to the actual one. I'm not convinced, guys. I'm not convinced that this badge could be the new badge. Let me know what you guys think. To me, I don't dig it. I just don't dig it. But if it's actually gonna give revenues to the club, if we can actually upgrade the club and try to get it back to where we were before, maybe I would consider. But there is one thing, guys, important thing. It's not Laporta who's going to change the badge. Laporta could propose the change of the badge. He could propose the change of the badge. But what he cannot do is just change the badge like that, okay? The thing that he can do is propose it so the members of the club can vote on it, okay? The socios. So it will be on us. But we saw the socios take also wrong decisions. The socios voted Bartomeu. Careful here, careful here. I don't want to be changing the badge. I will be voting no if it ever happens, okay? It is rumored, it's not official, but it can happen, guys. So guys, let me know what you think, and let me know if you're happy about the fact that there are 16 players of Football Club Barcelona in the World Cup and 11 of La Masia, which is a great hit. And believe me, I don't think that there is any academy, any club academy in the world that even has 5 or 6 players of their academy. We have 11, a full team playing. It says a lot. Not only that, Pedri was the Golden Boy and the Kappa Award last year, and now it's Gavi, both of the titles as well. It says a lot, guys. It says a lot. We're still here. Thank you everyone for joining. Make sure to smash the likes, subscribe to the channel. Remember to use the link in the description to download OneFootball, so you want to be updated with the World Cup. And now, and as I always say, Visca el Barça, Visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video. Vamos Barça!